Hello everyone, welcome to another decluttering video. I'm going to go through my foundations and primers. I've actually already, believe it or not, decluttered this once and then it started piling up again. What the hell? Where did all this stuff come from? This is mainly foundations and these are all like primers and setting sprays. So I have the Fresh Nude foundation by The Body Shop. Really do like this. I haven't used it in a while, but I do like this foundation. I'm just wondering at this point if I should get rid of it just from a sort of sanitary aspect, but I don't think it's actually that old yet. So I'm gonna keep this one for now. And I have the Inglot HD. This is a really nice sort of full coverage or a very full coverage foundation. I do like this one, so I'm gonna keep this. I have the Clarins Everlasting Foundation. This is one that I also really like. It doesn't smell bad yet, so I'm gonna keep that because it is another really nice long lasting foundation. Then I have this Pot Foundation by Kiko. This came very recently. I did try it, but actually I can't really remember if I liked it or not. I'm gonna hold on to this and give it another go because honestly I can't really remember what my thoughts were on this, if I liked it or not. Then I have here another fluid highlighter here by Kiko Milano. This is called the Less is Better Fluid Highlighter, but I just never use these kinds of products, I'll be honest. So I'm going to declutter this one. Pro Longwear by MAC, and this is a great foundation. It's a little bit too dark for me. Sometimes like in the summer it's fine, but I feel like in winter it's a little bit too dark. But I do actually really like this foundation. I'm gonna keep this one for now and see what else is in here before I get rid of it. So this is the backup. This is a full-size NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I bought this in London. I'm definitely keeping that. This was like a really talked about foundation a few years ago and then the hype kind of died down, but I actually still really love it. So then I have the darkening drops here by The Body Shop, and I like the light one, but I never use this dark one. So I'm going to declutter this just because it's not something that I find useful, but the light one is very useful to me. The Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation by Smashbox. Another really great long-lasting foundation, but honestly, I have to admit that I think this thing is really old. I think I'm going to declutter this one. Now this is actually a airbrush formula foundation that I used to use for lightening. It's just a plain white, so I used to use this for lightening, like foundation that was too dark for me. But since I have like the Body Shop lightening drops, I actually, again, don't really use this anymore. Oh my god, it's starting to smell bad and I think it's just really old because this actually, you can't but get this at a regular MAC store. I have to get this at a MAC Pro store. So I bought this when I was in Canada like years ago and it's just, I don't know, it's just ancient. I'm going to declutter. Actually, this is going to go straight into the garbage. Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof. I like this and there's still a lot in here. The Indefectible Sculpt. This is actually one of my favorite drugstore foundations, so I'm going to keep this. That's by L'Oreal. Then I recently tried out the Bronx HD TV foundation. It's a little bit actually too light for me, so it made me look ghostly. And I also wasn't really that impressed with this formula, so I'm going to declutter this one. These are the L'Oreal True Match. I have these in two different shades. This is the American bottle, so it's W1 and N2. So I'm going to keep those because it's another drugstore product that I do like, and I can't buy that one here in Switzerland. I don't know why I haven't used this. This one is by Vichy. I actually really like that. Why am I not using this? Okay, I'm gonna keep this for now because I actually do like this foundation, but I don't know exactly why I wasn't using it. So I'm gonna put this to the side. So this one is the Extra Comfort Foundation by Clarins. I absolutely love this foundation, but it's about like 5 shades too dark for me. So every time I wanna use it, I have to lighten it and it's just annoying. I think they are actually discontinuing this. So I'm going to just declutter it just because it's not the right shade. And this is actually the lightest shade that you can buy in Switzerland. Like what the hell, it's so dark. And then I have the Hangover, from Too Faced, the Hangover Primer. And honestly, I think they've sent this to me like 3 times. I don't know why they keep sending this. Look, there's another one. And I think there's a third one somewhere lurking around. So I don't really need 2 of these. I'm gonna keep one and I'm going to give one to a friend of mine. And then back here, I have like priming and setting sprays and all that kind of jazz. Okay, so this one I know I'm keeping, the All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray by Urban Decay. This one I feel like really does make a difference. So I'm gonna keep this one. I don't really need this, the Kiko Tropic Heat. This is a maybe because it is fairly new. But let's see. So I have the HD primer. Hang on, now that I think about it, now they have the Ultra HD. So this was like the original formula. You know what? I'm gonna declutter that. I think it's just too old to use. So I'm just gonna have to toss that. Another one of these hangover primers. Like they've sent it to me 3 times now. No, I don't need 3. So I'm gonna keep 1 and get rid of the other 2. Okay, so like this one from Smashbox, I'm gonna declutter. It's the Radiance one and it has like gold shimmer to it. It's not something that I would ever use. So I'm gonna just get rid of that. This one is a photo finisher primerizer, so it's like a moisturizer and primer. I don't know if I would really use that because I tend to just use my own moisturizers. I don't know. I don't know about this. Is there? I don't know. I don't even really use primers. Like this one I'm gonna get rid of, the Active Fluo. And then I have this dark spot correcting primer, and this does absolutely nothing for correcting dark spots, so I don't know, like. And then this is like a brand new one. It's the Photo Finish. You know, I'm gonna get rid of this one, the dark spot correcting. I don't really have dark spots, first of all, so I don't need it, and second of all, I don't really think it works. Then I have the Shine Killer, just a really silicone-y primer. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like these kind of silicone feeling primers. It's just not my thing. And then I have the Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. Okay, so that's supposed to like add a glow. This one by NYX I'm keeping, the Illuminizing, because I think that's actually really nice. Then I have the Clinique Super Primer, and I'm gonna keep this one as well. I use this sometimes for like other things, so I'm gonna keep that. And then I have 2 of these Magic Lumi light infusing primers, and again, these are supposed to be like glowing. So I'm just gonna declutter this because I just never use these, but honestly I think these ones have to go in the trash because they're really old. And then I have the Shimmering Event Foundation by Crayon, and I think they actually make the ones for Becca. I'm not like 100% sure, but that's what somebody told me. I have 3 Caudalie Beauty Elixirs, which is kind of ridiculous, and I think this is honestly the oldest one. This one I purchased myself, and then they sent me like 2 other ones. This one that I bought, I mean, it's nice, but this is so old and I never even used it up. I'm going to declutter this. This one's gonna go straight in the garbage because it is, I think, very old and just needs to go. There's the Jason Wu. I mean, this is a nice travel size, and I am going on a couple trips coming up, so this would be nice to maybe take on a trip. I don't know, and like I think I'm gonna keep these 2 and just get rid of that really old one. Then I have the Skindinavia 10 Years Younger makeup finish, but it is ancient. This just has to go in the garbage. This is a new product that Too Faced sent me. This is the Hangover 3-in-1 primer, but it's a spray. It is slightly sticky, works great as a primer. So a primer spray, I actually like that more than the primer like gels and stuff. So I really actually like this, and I'm going to for sure keep this one. And then there's the Dewy Finish NYX setting spray, and I honestly haven't even used this because I tend to like not want my skin to look like dewy everywhere. Let's see. Looks nice actually. I should use this. The Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. This was recently sent to me. It comes in a stick format like that. It's kind of interesting. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get rid of one of these pore fillers by NYX instead because I don't use these that much. I'm gonna get rid of this and keep that other one by Smashbox. And then I have the Face Mist by Bobbi Brown. I actually really like this. It's the green tea, cucumber, and chamomile. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to keep that one as well. So Maybelline, these are a lot of the Maybelline Beauty sponges, and they like reformulated or redesigned their sponges, and now I don't know which one is the new one and which one is the old one, because the new ones are absolutely terrible. Like this one I can already get rid of because I know the purple is just such crap. They're like so hard, and it's a brand new sponge, but like the shape is so bad. It's like a tennis ball. So this was just a fail buy. Like I really hate just throwing away a brand new sponge, but like they're just, the construction of these is awful. So I just have to keep these because when I actually use them, I will know which one is the new one and which was the old one, because the old one I actually really liked. The new ones are absolutely terrible. I have a backup beauty blender as well, which I'm keeping. I'm gonna part ways with this, the Normaderm Teint. I'm gonna part ways with this, you guys. I just never used that. I do like this foundation, but I think it might be just old at this point. Like I think I might have to go and buy a fresh one. This is the only one that I'm like really hesitant about because I tend to not like moisturizer and primer 2-in-1s. I don't know, I'm gonna keep this for now, but I will see in the future, like if I don't use it, I will get rid of it. All right, so here's actually the thing. I have a second drawer of foundations. I keep more close like to my vanity area here because this is like kind of stuff if I go more, but I tend to like switch them out. So I have the ordinary foundations, both of them, the coverage one and the serum. I've tried the coverage and I do like it. I haven't tried the serum yet, so I'm going to try that. Then I have a couple more of the Body Shop Fresh Nude. Like I said, this is one that I do go for a lot, but like I said, I do feel like they are just getting old past their expiry date. So I'm going to declutter those. Then I have the Studio Water Weight by MAC. I actually did wear this quite a lot in the summertime and I did like it, so I'm keeping this one. The Water Blend by Makeup Forever, love it, definitely keeping that. The Shu Uemura, the Light Bulb, and this is a foundation that I love and I have like barely used it because I'm like afraid of using it up, which is ridiculous. So I'm gonna make it a point to start like using this one. The NARS Sheer Glow, which I'm trying to finish this one up before I start the new one. I did buy the pump for it. Then I have the Revlon Color Stay. I think I'm gonna put this with the other ones. This is another sort of drugstore foundation that I like. I am gonna keep that. And then I have the Derma Blend by Vichy in shade 15. This is like a little sample size that I think I got, and I do like this. I'm going to keep this one as well. Then I have the Lightning Drops here by Body Shop. These are great. This is, I think, my second, is it my second or first bottle? I'm not sure, but this is still totally fine. Somehow, like this one didn't go off. I have the Flawless and Poreless Primer by Pixi. I don't really use this. I'm going to declutter this one. Touch Up thing from Clarins, which I like to take with me on the go. It's great for touching up. There's like powder, a sponge, and there's actually blotting papers down here. I think it's amazing. I take this with me a lot. I have the Smashbox powder. What is this even? I think I'm going to declutter this. This is so old. Then I have from Bobbi Brown a powder that's like really, really light. This was sent to me, but if I had like purchased this powder and it was already cracking, like after only using it very few times, like that would really piss me off. But it hasn't broken, like it isn't coming out, and it's a really nice light powder. This is great for winter time, so I'm going to keep this. This is a blotting powder by Rodial, really nice, keeping that. The Alabaster No Filter powder. This is a great finishing powder by NYX. This is like a really good dupe to the MAC one, which I actually have here. This one is in shade Alabaster, so it's a bit lighter, and this is, oh, actually no, hang on, is that even lighter? These are almost like the same shade. Look, this is Light Plus. It's like a little bit darker than Alabaster over here. So those, I do use them all the time. Great powders that don't look totally matte. Then I have the beauty powder this is Hot Sensation. I don't know, this was like a limited edition release, and I actually use that sometimes to set my under eye concealer because it has a salmon pink tone. Then I also have the Makeup Forever HD powder, and I think I actually have a backup of this even because I love this powder. It's so great for touching up. The Pro Longwear Pressed Powder in Light. It looks like that. Another powder that I do actually use. All right, and this one belongs more in the concealer category. This is the Pixi Brightening Peach Concealer Correction Concentrate. So I will leave that for another day. Okay, so I cleaned out the bottom of that tray, and I'm gonna just put back the foundations that I kept. I actually realized I have two Makeup Forever water blends. They sent me 2 shades, but actually I can see that this one is way too yellow for me. I'm gonna declutter this one. This is just the wrong shade, and I'm going to pass it on to a friend and see if she likes it, because I just prefer more of the pink shades on me. Okay, I actually have like space now, so I'm going to just let's see, how can I divide this? I'm gonna put 2 powders here. I've got the Too Faced powder and a MAC setting powder, so I'm gonna just, so that keeps it nice in place. Actually, I forgot to mention, I'm also getting rid of the Dream Cushion by Maybelline. I used this yesterday and it had a really funky smell, and the thing is, this thing is like really new. It says that it's good for 6 months, but this is definitely not 6 months old, and it's already smelly and gross. Like, this is another reason why these cushion foundations just gross me out. I think this is just like a harbinger of bacteria. That's probably why it smells so nasty. So overall, 29 products are going out. Some of these things will go straight in the trash, like I said, and some of them will be passed on. So woohoo, another successful decluttering mission. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And right now you can check out my decluttering playlist to see more videos like this. I'm sure you will love them. You can also follow me on social media. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone, and bye to you products.